Hello everyone, this is your lecturer, Hajirah Farooq. Today I will be introducing to you our module called Introduction to Business Operations Management. This will be a series of video recordings of the summary of each lecture, or maybe a combination of lectures that have been delivered throughout the semester one for the cohort 10. And I hope you understand something from it and I hope you enjoy it. So the module code for this module is BMM3003. My name is, again, as I told you earlier, Hajra Farooq, and my email address is hajra@scholarschool.ac.uk. And this is the week one. So let's start with the learning outcomes. On successful completion of this course, students will be able to demonstrate an understanding of business operations and management, explain the key concepts of effective operations strategy, explain the role and scope of business management, contextualization of knowledge within a real business. These are the four learning outcomes of this module for the semester one and two. And today's lecture will focus most on the first learning outcome, which is to demonstrate an understanding of business operations and management. So we started with an icebreaker activity in the week one, where we asked the students a few questions like what does business mean and what does business operation management mean? And then the students were divided into groups and then they shared the answers with each other and with me, of course, the teacher. And then we discussed about what we were going to exactly learn to like that day. And the learning outcome was again the learning outcome one, which was demonstrate an understanding of business operations and management. And by the end of the session, the students they learned about introduction to business and why do businesses exist and what is business operations management and what are the basic objectives of business and how they are determined. So we started our discussion off with the definition of business. We understood what business is, and we we learned that businesses carry out activities such as producing goods or providing services with the aim of selling them to customers and making a profit. And then we discussed some more definitions and the types of businesses and the things that can be done while doing businesses. So the businesses can sell two kind of things. The first one is products and the second one is services. Then we discussed some differences between product and service. And then we discussed a topic that was why do businesses exist? So we discussed the reasons of the existence of businesses. And then after that, we discussed more specifically about the module, which was what is business operations management? And the name of this module is also business operations management. So we discussed about that. So we studied basically that business operations management is the administration of business practices to create the highest level of efficiency possible within an organization, and that it is concerned with converting material and labor into goods and services as efficiently as possible to maximize the profit of an organization. So we discussed some definitions like these and we tried to understand these during the entire lecture. Then we discussed the basic business objectives. So we discussed six of the many business objectives. So these are the most basic objectives of business, which include survival, profitability, customer satisfaction, social responsibility, growth, and stability. Then in the further slides, we elaborated each of these business objectives in a little more detail. As you can see here. And then we watched a video that was about the introduction to business objectives, which was a very good interactive and interesting video with a lot of insight and information. And then we did a little bit of an activity from that video where we answered a few questions from the video. So the questions included these three statements, which were like, what are the main functions of a business objectives, and name any three typical business or corporate objectives, and what is meant by smart objectives. After that, we had a reference list stating all the sources that we used for creating these lecture slides. And this was it about week one. I hope you understood something, and I hope you got a good summary, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.